biggest thing to happen to Bitcoin is not the halving. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is DaVinci Jeremy. I'm in the Pipe 5 by 5 here in Dubai. How you guys doing? I'm doing well. There's lots of events going on and lots of crazy weather patterns. As you know, if you've been watching my stories on Instagram, check out Instagram. You can find me at DaVinciJ15. And yeah, you can find me also on Twitter at DaVinciJ15 as well. So yeah, I'm putting out news, stories, and all kinds of cool things on these different platforms, social media. So if you're not following me there, you should go and follow me there as well. If not, on YouTube, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and let's talk about the happening. Yes, I know that's not the biggest thing, but the happening is what's being talked about mostly today. Now, with that said, we only have 2 days, 10 hours as of recording this stream before the happening occurs. For those who don't know what the happening is it's really straightforward, right? Bitcoin started off with 50 Bitcoins for every block that you found, right? So it was rewarding heavily people who jumped in early to help secure the network. That's what you reward was 50 Bitcoins. I was there when that was the case. And then it got cut in half every 4 years. And it's now at 6.25. And it's going to be falling to 3.125 Bitcoin will be rewarded for the miners on top of the mining fees that they get as well. So this is a big deal because this creates deflation, meaning that the amount of Bitcoin that's available for you to buy will drop significantly. And well, when supply drops, you know what happens, right? If you know what the supply and demand. Yes, but that's not the big news in Bitcoin, right? That's not the big news. And I'll get to that in a second, right? Before we do, right, we need to talk about more about the halving. You can hear about people talking about Bitcoin and its halving. And Bitcoin evangelist Michael Saylor has issued an important BTC halving message to his army of followers on X. Now, the founder of MicroStrategies is the former CEO, Michael Saylor, is one of the most influential figures in the Bitcoin community. Having stepped down from his chief executive position, he is now focused on the company's BTC strategy, which MicroStrategies adopted in 2020. Yes, just so you know, MicroStrategies was being shorted to death in 2020, early 2020, and he didn't know why. And when he did find out why, he was like, "What? You're shorting my stock because the cash flow that I have coming in, that's massive cash flow, is going to be worthless?" Huh? When he heard that, he's like, "Okay, obviously I'm going to have to get something else in order to save my company." He went looking around, saw gold, said it was not working, saw Bitcoin, said, "That's the ticket." And here he is today. All right, with that said, right, Michael Saylor published a short video accompanied with his tweet. Here, let's play this video. BTC moves money forward. Yes, Bitcoin will be our money.
Over time, your money gets you less. Does Bitcoin? Well, in 2012, one Bitcoin bought you this much pizza. In 2016, this much pizza. In 2020, this much pizza. And in 2024, well, you get the gist. Roughly every 4 years, the future supply of Bitcoin is reduced. So historically, you get more, not less.
All right. So with that said, right, get more value over time. And this is the whole point of money. Money should be that, because as we produce more and and create more value for other people and create more wealth, if things should get cheaper. And they don't, because we have our current financial system, which is a money printing expansion of the supply of money forever and ever. And this is the destruction of our society, right? This is why today we talk about what is a woman, right? I mean, come on, please. That's a devolving of human society if we have to talk about and answer that question, right? That means we're so retarded today that we have to friggin' define what a woman is, fight about a definition of a woman. That's how retarded we are. And this is not caused by, some bunch of people who are losers who just come out and say, trying to push this agenda. No. It's the people who print money, who get the ability to print money, decide, hey, you know what? We need to make sure that people fight and talk about nonsense so they don't talk about the fact that we're getting free money. That's what it's all about. And it works, right? They pay the politicians. You do not say what a woman is. Pretend like you don't know. And if you don't pretend like that, you're going down. That's how it works. Why? Because I don't want my gravy train of free money to go away. So, with that said, right, the biggest thing that's happened to Bitcoin, right, is the fact that they're printing so much money and they're going to lose this fight big time. And all you have to do, right, is hold Bitcoin. And so the big thing for Bitcoin is that you need time. You just need to buy Bitcoin, not any other crappy coin. I can mention many crappy coins. And yes, you guys just want to, gamble your money, and fine. That's fine too. You can do that. But if you want long-term savings, wealth that's going to last the generations, and you know that you're going to hold, and it's going to be there for sure, not like your retirement from the United States government, this is where it is, Bitcoin, right? It took time for Bitcoin to get where it is today. And if you decide to utilize time, which is going to pass by, you will be wealthy if you just buy Bitcoin and save it, just like Michael Saylor does. All right, moving on with the halving, right? Bitcoin halving, its long-term impact will be positive, right? In a recent Bloomberg interview, Chris, CEO of Crypto.com, shared his thoughts on the Bitcoin halving, saying that while there will be selling pressure, the impact will be positive on the asset's price, right? So, yes, that's true. We have massive selling pressure when it comes to the industry players. They are going to push prices down because you know what? They are happy with 10-15% moves or even 20% moves, and so they're done, right? When you're talking about an ETF, right, which everybody's like screaming about, oh yeah, ETF's gonna make us lots of money, then all you're looking for is the next the amount of dollars that you can possibly get, because you're not holding Bitcoin for its monetary reason. You're holding it because, hey, yeah, I can make some money because a few people who understand the financial system and understand money, they're buying this, right? And I want to just jump on and earn some more dollars. But in the end, those people are going to lose because they're not committed. They're going to sell, and they're going to sell to us. So this is why we buy the dips from the dips who sell on the dips. All right. With that said, Bitcoin, oh my gosh, what a mess. This is horrible. We're effectively going sideways on the daily. This break here now most likely signifies that we're going to break down further. Most likely. We're also below the the EMA ribbons for the first time on the daily for the first time in a while, right? Since January, right? January, the end of January, we pumped above the EMA ribbons and we never looked back. Now, this probably means we're going to probably get up to above the EMA ribbon one more time and then fail again. So don't be surprised if that happens. And then we're probably going to head all the way back down to around the 52 to as low as the 47K. Now, there is a possibility of a surprise where, hey, you don't want there's someone in the camp of, hey, let's just get dollars, go and telling everybody, yeah, let's use the ETF to make some more dollars. Meanwhile, he's like, I'm going to convince those idiots just to get more dollars, whilst I'm going to be buying the Bitcoin. So they're telling them to short. Yeah, we're going to short this now, and we're going to push the price down. And he's probably buying like halfway through, right? Probably like around 55K. So that's always a possibility. So keep that in mind. Dollar cost average is the best thing to do for you who are interested in buying Bitcoin and holding it for the long term. Anything can happen in this time. So make sure you understand that and own Bitcoin for the long term. Have a core savings in Bitcoin and you can play with the rest. All right. That said, right, I would look for, honestly, Bitcoin could continue its rally up here. We are at resistance levels, and we've hit the resistance level a few times, and we've clearly broken above it. And so I think Bitcoin could break higher. So you're looking for a short-term trade here in order to take this thing higher. So, but not too much. I wouldn't wouldn't expect much. We might just head back to let's do the fibs here, because you can see that we're already broken through the 38.2. So target is the 61.8. So we're talking about anywhere just above the 65K to as high as the 66K, just above this, just around the 66K, just before it, and then we could end up spelling doom for Bitcoin. All right, let's take a look at Ethereum and then close it off for today. Ethereum, it is clear as day that we are breaking down. We're probably going to break down as low as 2,000, but that's okay. Make sure you dollar cost average into Ethereum, because once we get around probably September, maybe even as early as August, right? This is going to turn around, and that's it. It's goodbye, goodbye for a very long time, right? For months after that. So you have this opportunity. Ethereum is laying it out for you. The odds that we are just going to hold the $3,000 level is pretty much low at this point. We've already broken through, and that's the indication. Yeah, so if we break back into this wedge or this rising wedge, that would not nullify the downward trend, right? We would have to break well above the $3,800 mark for us to nullify this downward trend. So that's just the way it is. Is it possible? Yes, it is, but it's just not likely, not probable at this point in time. So we're looking for a move higher and then a fail of Ethereum all the way down to as low as close to 2,000, but I don't think so. I think we'll probably bounce a lot higher than that. All right. With that said, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I know I did. I'm going to be doing question and answers at the end of the show for people who leave questions in the chat room. I hope to see you guys in Dubai. If you're around here, remember you can take pictures, right? Just ask me to take a picture, or ask me some questions if you meet me on the street, and I'll take a minute to give you the best answer if I'm not busy, of course. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Cheers.